Now we are going to discuss another important topic, which is carcinoid tumor. Carcinoid tumor means suggest cancer-like or slow-growing, oid cancer-like. They are tumors which are slow-growing and they have got slow growth pattern. These tumors arise from neuroendocrine cells, and neuroendocrine cells, they are most markedly present in the GIT and in the lungs. Now, on the basis of their pattern, which is slow growth pattern, they are called carcinoid but potentially malignant. Metastases depend on the size and site of the tumor. Ileal, gastric, colonic carcinoid spread to regional lymph nodes and distant sites at an early stage. Now they are all grouped under neuroendocrine tumors. Occur at any age, high incidence between 40 to 60 years of life, females more commonly involved, and these tumors secrete bioactive compound or compounds at the same time, but one of the substance predominant. Bioactive compound or more than one compounds, but at the same time one of them predominate. They have got remote effect on the body. In early stages, they do not produce symptoms and are diagnosed late, although slow growing but high potential for metastasis. They produce hormone to cause carcinoid syndrome. Family history of MEN1, neurofibromatosis type 1, and tuberous sclerosis. So, genetically, there is an association with MEN1, neurofibromatosis type 1, and tuberous sclerosis. Commonest sites or common sites? Now, there was a lot of debate going on between ileum and appendix. However, by studying number of series of cases, appendix is the commonest site, followed by ileum, rectum, stomach, and colon. These tumors can also be seen in hepatobiliary system, pancreas, ovaries, kidneys, lungs, and respiratory system. Morphology, they may be solitary or multiple, may be plaque-like structures or polypidal elevation. They are small, tan yellow, mucosal or mural nodules that are covered by intact mucosa. So their color is tan yellow. They are very firm as a result of intense desmoplasia. So there is intense desmoplastic reaction which make them firm, and this can cause obstruction of the small bowel. In the stomach, arise within the oxynetic mucosa, and in the intestine, the tumor may invade deeply to involve the mesentery, rarely larger than 3 centimeters in size, usually well circumscribed but infiltrative, slowly progressive. Overlying mucosa may be intact or ulcerated. Metastasis to peritoneum, regional lymph nodes, and liver. Now, this is the gross appearance of a carcinoid tumor, which has a faint yellowish color. Microscopic features composed of uniform cells with round central monomorphic nuclei with finely stippled chromatin, which is called salt and pepper-like, and scanty cytoplasm. There are faint red granules, which are neurosecretory granules present in the cytoplasm. Now, neurosecretory granules on electron microscopy are dense core granules and they contain the biochemical substances. Mitotic rate is low. Classical architectural pattern are the following: solid or insular arrangement, ribbon or festoon or trabecular pattern, tubules or glands formation. Some tumors may show glandular differentiation. So these glands, which are in the form of, which are shown here, they basically are just rosettes-like, typically well circumscribed, but have an infiltrative growth pattern at the periphery. So at the periphery, they show infiltrative growth pattern. Cytological features: vascular, lymphatic, or perineural invasion do not predict the behavior of the grade 2 neuroendocrine carcinoma or atypical carcinoid or intermediate grade neuroendocrine carcinoma. Occasionally, tumors show neuroendocrine cell morphology but are composed of more pleomorphic cells with large irregular hyperchromatic nuclei and prominent nuclei. Increased mitotic activity, that is 2 mitoses to 20 mitoses per 10 high power field, and Ki67 staining percentages 2 to 20, and there is single cell necrosis. So necrosis is a feature. High grade neuroendocrine carcinoma, the large cell or small cell type, similar to pulmonary primaries from where they occur. Now, an important thing is neuroendocrine carcinoma, like extraintestinal sites and those in the intestine, they show mutation of P53 and RB gene. There are variable number of cells that can be identified with hormone antibodies, including serotonin, gastrin, vasoactive intestinal peptide, ACTH, and insulin. Special stains and immunohistochemistry: chromogranin, synaptophysin positive, but hindgut patterns, for example rectal carcinoids, are often chromogranin negative. Positivity for CD56 and neuron specific enolase. Ki67 immunohistochemistry is recommended. Now, this is the histological photograph showing discrete, though not encapsulated, mass of multiple nests of small blue cells in the submucosa. You can appreciate at low power that there are multiple nests of small blue cells in the mucosa. High power view of that: small round cells having small round nuclei and pink to blue cytoplasm. Rarely, a malignant carcinoid tumor can occur as a bulky mass. Metastatic carcinoid to the liver can result in carcinoid syndrome. Secretory products: carcinoid tumors secrete a number of chemicals, that is serotonin, 5-hydroxytryptophan, 5-hydroxyindole acetic acid, histamine, kallikrein, bradykinin. Symptoms: signs of vasomotor disturbance, flushing of face, patchy cyanosis. When involvement of lungs, there is bronchoconstriction leading to cough and asthma, hemoptysis, shortness of breath, wheezing, chest pain, and maybe weight gain. GIT symptoms related to hypermotility, diarrhea, nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain, rectal bleeding, and bowel obstruction. The foregut neuroendocrine tumors within the stomach associated with atrophic gastritis and duodenum rarely metastasize. Gastroneuroendocrine tumors without predisposing factors are often aggressive. Midgut neuroendocrine tumors, which arise in the duodenum and ileum, are multiple and tend to be aggressive. Hindgut neuroendocrine tumors arising in the appendix and colorectum are discovered incidentally. They can occur at any age and they are located at the tip and they don't prove to be aggressive. Clinical features: systemic fibrosis causing thickening of pulmonary and tricuspid valve leading to murmurs. These symptoms are produced only if tumor metastasizes to the liver or in extraintestinal, as in lungs. So in GIT, most of the substances secreted are metabolized in the liver through portal circulation. Other features are Zollinger-Ellison syndrome, there's gastrin production, ACTH production leading to Cushing syndrome or hypoglycemia due to increased insulin production. Diagnosis: in typical carcinoid, there is raised level of serotonin in the blood, raised level of chromogranin, and urine has high level of 5-hydroxyindole acetic acid. Whereas in atypical carcinoids, blood level of serotonin remains normal, urine level of 5-hydroxyindole acetic acid remains normal, but urine level of serotonin is raised and also there is increased level of 5-hydroxytryptophan in the urine. Now we are going to discuss another topic, which is gastrointestinal lymphoma. Now, gut is the commonest extranodal site, and in the gut, stomach is the commonest place, followed by small and large intestine. GIT lymphomas exhibit no evidence of liver, spleen, or bone marrow involvement at the time of diagnosis. But regional lymph nodes are enlarged. Now, GIT lymphoma, in addition to usual sporadic form, they tend to arise more frequently in the following settings: patients of sprue-like malabsorption and natives of Mediterranean region. Congenital immune deficiency diseases, HIV infection, immune suppression after organ transplant, when there is immune suppression after organ transplant, which is carried out so that the transplant is accepted by the recipient, there is more chances to get lymphoma, and then celiac disease. Morphology: gut lymphomas form 1 to 2% of all gut malignancies. In early cases, there is plaque-like thickening of the mucosa. Later, infiltrating deeply to involve the full thickness of the intestinal wall. At this stage, the overlying mucosa is flattened with loss of mucosal folds and even ulcerated. The tumor is polypoidal and projects in the lumen, but it rarely presents as an ulcerated mass. Now, most of these lymphomas, they're either B or T cell lymphomas and arise from the mucosal associated lymphoid tissue, so-called marked lymphoma. Now, regarding the morphology, there are sheets of atypical lymphocytes infiltrating the surrounding tissue, destroying the mucosal glands, and later on infiltrating the deeper areas. Now, this is the histological feature which shows that there are large diffuse sheets of lymphocytes, all lymphocytes which are present, and they are destroying the glands, mucosal glands, and they are infiltrating here in the deeper tissue. You can well imagine that these are all they are infiltrating the deeper tissue. Familial adenomatous polyposis. Now, familial adenomatous polyposis, it is an autosomal dominant disorder in which patients develop numerous colorectal adenomas in young age. These adenomas, they cover the entire mucosa, rather they just carpet the entire mucosa. They are of variable sizes. There is somatic mutation of the adenomatous polyposis coli or APC gene, which is on chromosome 5p21. Approximately 75% of cases are inherited, while the remainder appear to be caused by de novo mutation. So majority, that is 75%, they are inherited, rest they are de novo mutation. At least, very important point, 100 polyps are necessary for a diagnosis of classic familial adenomatous polyposis, or briefly as FAP, but they are present around thousands in number. Majority are tubular adenoma, minority have villus spectrum. So young age is, that is, this entity is seen in the teenagers, and hundreds of nodules which cannot be differentiated from sporadic adenomas. However, flat or depressed adenomas are also prevalent in familial adenomatous polyposis and microscopic adenomas consisting of only one or two dysplastic crypts are common in otherwise normal looking mucosa. Now, some patients have developed carcinoma at the time of diagnosis. Cancer protective measures are total colectomy, very important. So, once you diagnose the case, total colectomy is a protective measure at the time of diagnosis. In untreated patients, colorectal adenocarcinoma develops in 100% of cases before the age of 30 and always after 50 years. So, prophylactic colectomy is the standard of care. Ampulla of water and stomach are common extracolonic sites of adenomas in FAP patients. Extraintestinal manifestations seen in FAP, including congenital hypertrophy of the retinal pigment epithelium, which can be detected at birth. So these are the extraintestinal manifestation, which is one of which is hypertrophy of the retinal pigment epithelium. Now, specific APC mutations are also seen in variants such as Gardner syndrome, which is osteoma of the mandible, skull, long bones, epidermal cyst, desmoid tumors, and thyroid tumors, and Torcut syndrome, which is intestinal adenomas, and tumors of central nervous system. Now, here is the gross feature of the familial adenomatous polyposis. Look at, there are small polyps almost carpeting the surface, and this is due to a mutation in APC gene. Now here you can appreciate all polyps covering the entire colonic mucosa. In this particular case, there were osteomas of the skull, a periampullary adenocarcinoma, and epidermal inclusion cysts. Rather, this was a case of Planck Gardner syndrome. Then there is another topic which is hereditary non-polyposis colorectal cancer, HNPCC. In this case, it is caused by inherited mutation in DNA mismatch repair genes, which are MSH2 or MLH1. Autosomal dominant, also known as Lynch syndrome, accounts for 2 to 4% of all colorectal cancers, making it the most common syndromic form of colon cancer. Colon cancer in HNPCC patients tend to occur at younger age than sporadic colon cancers and most commonly located in the right colon. Sessile serrated adenomas and mucinous adenocarcinoma are the commonest lesions which are associated with this mutation. Gentlemen, I have covered the subject briefly, and if you have any question, please do write in the comment box.